going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and thank you for joining us on this Sunday morning, June 5th, 2022. This is Joseph Hadid, your host for Worldwide Sport Updates. And ladies and gentlemen, now we are debuting on Sundays until further notice. So with that being said, this is our first Sunday podcast edition. So again, I hope everybody had a great weekend, and thank you for joining us on this beautiful Sunday morning. Let's first and foremost recap this long week that just transpired. Like I said, let's start off with some NBA news. LeBron James joins Michael Jordan as the only NBA billionaire. And you all recall that LeBron James is now officially a billionaire, folks. LeBron James, a billionaire. The Los Angeles Lakers star is worth an estimated $1 billion according to Forbes, which makes him the first active NBA player to join the billionaire club. The only other basketball player to be worth 10 figures is other than Michael Jordan, who earned that moniker 11 years after he retired, when his stack in the Charlotte Hornets increased to 89.5% in the year 2014. Alright, now let's move over to some firing NFL juicy news. There are 3 NFL teams, ladies and gentlemen. This is my pretty much Joe prediction here, that will likely finish with less than 5 wins in 2022 upcoming season. First, the Jacksonville Jaguars. It is not a good thing when more NFL fans are talking about the Jaguars having the number 1 overall draft pick again, then they are talking about Jacksonville breaking through to the postseason in 2022. The number 2 list is the Houston Texans. The Texans had both an offense and defense that finished near the bottom of most statistical totem polls in 2021. And neither unit improved markedly enough to feel confident about their 2022 prospects. And number 3, the Detroit Lions. For 2 of the last 5 years, the Lions have ended up with less than 5 wins. 3 to be specific. That is the optimum of brutality, and a sign that this franchise has issues beyond the talent on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, this is some sad news from the Dallas Cowboys organization. Former Dallas Cowboys running back Miriam Barber III died at age 38. Miriam Barber III, the former Dallas Cowboys running back, has died, the team said on Wednesday. He was 38 years of age. Barber played a final season with Chicago in the year 2011. After spending his first 6 years with the Cowboys, he had issues with mental health after his career. Police in the Dallas suburb of Frisco said on Wednesday they made a welfare check at an apartment and they believed to be leased by Barber and were investigating an unattended death there. Let's move over to some Major League Baseball news. Angels, ladies and gentlemen, have released Austin Romney. The Angels have released catcher Austin Romney according to his transactions log at MLB.com. Romney is one of the handful of veterans who have 3 automatic opt-out dates under the terms of the new collective bargaining agreement. Players who qualified for Major League free agency at the end of the last season based on having 6+ years of big league service. who signed a minor league deal during the winter, had opted out possibilities on each of April 2nd, 5 days before opening day, May 1st and June 1st. Romani forewent his first two opt-out chances but triggered the final provision. The 33-year-old will now head back out onto the open market in search of a new opportunity as a catcher who has appeared in parts of 11 big league seasons. He shouldn't have much trouble finding another minor league job elsewhere. A longtime backup with the New York Yankees, Romani has suited up with the Tigers, the Cubs, and the Angels, of course, since leaving the Bronx. So not only will he have trouble finding a minor league job, but again, you cannot rule him out from the Major League Baseball perspective as well. Again, he has suited up with the Tigers, the Chicago Cubs, the Angels since leaving the Bronx. He has a career of 2.38, 0.276, 0.238, and 0.357, that is, hitting over his 437 Major League Baseball games. Now, the Major League Baseball trade deadline candidates. The first on the list is David Bednar, the right-handed pitcher out of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bednar, not Brian Reynolds or Jose Quintana, is the lone Pirates representative on this list. The Pirates are rarely under the national microscope, so you could be forgiven if you hadn't noticed that he's sporting a 1.97 ERA and a 4.67 strikeout to walk ratio in 82 appearances with the Pirates dating back to last season. Our belief is that the bad teams aren't aggressive enough when it comes to moving their good relievers. In this case, it's true that Bednar won't qualify for arbitration for another year, but it's unrealistic to accept him to be a part of the Pirates' next playoff team. Trading him for someone who might be, then should be in play earlier than seems necessary. The possible fits are all contenders. Now, number second on the list, of course, is Josh Bell, first baseman out of the Washington Nationals. Between Bell and Nelson Cruz, the Nationals could dictate the market when it comes to impoverable bat-only types. While Bell may not be the image of grace at the cold corner, his 2 seasons in DC have seen him hit .271, .355, and .458 with 31 home runs in 194 games. Bell does have something notable going on under the hood so far this season, as both his strikeout rate and his power production have plummeted. He's making contact at a rate that puts him in company with the likes of Jose Alvarez, Tim Anderson, and Nicky Lopez, or 3 middle infielders who have and can flirt with a batting title. The possible fits: Red Sox, the Minnesota Twins, and the San Francisco Giants. Now, the number 3rd on the list is Andrew Ben Attendee, outfielder out of the Kansas City Royals. The Royals' offense has underperformed to such an extent that Dayton Moore, historically as loyal as any executive in the business, fired his hitting coach 2 weeks ago. Ben Attendee, a free agent at season's end, did his part to keep Terry Bradshaw employed. He's hit .328, .395, .424 so far, with improved strikeout and walk rates. He's also hitting nearly half his balls onto the dirt, which is notable since his career high ground ball percentage for a full season is 42%. It's working for him, and some team will likely take note and ensure they can plug him into the top of their lineup come August. Possible fits, ladies and gentlemen, are the the St. Louis Cardinals, the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Atlanta Braves. Let's move over to some National Hockey League news. Game 7 specialists, New York Rangers, again, ladies and gentlemen, they refused to quit in these NHL playoffs. And they came by surprise. The New York Rangers won't be given much of a chance to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning to make the Stanley Cup final. That is no big surprise. The Lightning have won twice as many Stanley Cups in the last 2 years as the Rangers have won in the last 82. But the Rangers have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since the year 2015, when they lost at home to the Lightning in the 7th game. And New York seems to be getting excited, which is good for the NHL or any other professional league for that matter. There really is, as the t-shirt that the high-scoring veteran forward Chris Kreider wore Tuesday to a news conference that read, "No quit in New York." The Rangers have faced elimination 5 times so far in the playoffs, and they have won all 5 games, including 2 Game 7s. Incredible. Can the New York Rangers knock off the Tampa Bay Lightning, the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions? That shall be wait and see to be determined. Right, folks? That's all for this week, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next Sunday's podcast. Please tune in and go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and hit the like button for all your weekly sports updates here on our YouTube channel, Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community, for all the latest updates for your news across the world and across the country, whichever it may be. This is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you around. Take care.